We are reading from Raghunath Das Goswami's Vilapa Kusumanjali, verse 40. O Devi, goddess, when will I decorate your teeth with reddish lines, making them look just like pearls with lines of ruby on them? Oh Devi, when will I decorate your teeth with reddish lines, making them look just like pearls with lines of ruby on them?
Such an intimate seva.
Super.
Such an intimate seva. And Manjari, Tulsi Manjari has to be so close to the face of Radharani.
To say this. Although.
To see her teeth and also make these reddish lines on her feet. She, like a Tulsi Manjari, she can feel the breath of Radharani when she is so close to her. How she is breathing. Because her face is a face to face, very, very close. So it means that this Manjari Bhav is so a special, exclusive seva for Radharani. And only Manjaris can be so close to Radharani. So it's very nice for meditation. And she's saying, addressing Radhika, oh Devi. So it means you are the Devi of my heart. You are my love. It's not Devi in the Aishwarya mood,
No.
Supreme Personality. But no, it is just you are the Devi of my heart. You are my beloved. You are the goddess of my heart. This is Madhurya Ras. Same words, but different ras. Devotees in Aishwarya Rasa, they're using this kind of word, Devi, but devotees in Madhurya are using the same word, but they with different meaning in their hearts, different bhav.
Okay, let's see what Anantadas Babaji writes. So, commentary by Ananta Baba. The stream of Sri Raghunatha's transcendental visions flows on. This time, he serves Swamini's row of feet. He is saying, "Oh goddess, when will I decorate your feet with reddish lines, making them look just like pearls with lines of ruby on them?" Raghunatha's heart is filled with an amazing eagerness to serve his Swamiji. Just as food does not taste sweet when one is not hungry, the flavor of devotional service is not astonishing when there is no eagerness in the devotee's heart.
Astonishment is the base of relish in the rasa. When devotee is astonished with his or her beloved Ishtadev, or in this case, Swamini, then he is immersed, he is diving in this beautiful relationship. And he is astonished because always something new is happening. Smile is different. The light from Radharani's face is different. Always is different. The moods are changing. Emotions are changing. Always something new is happening inside of Radhika and outside of Radhika. And this is astonishing. Very astonishing. Also for Mohan. If we don't feel astonishment, it means that our love is not so condensed, it's not so thick. Our attachment for Swami is not present still in our heart. But when attachment is present in the heart, astonishment immediately appears. Mother is always astonished with her baby because this is loving relationship. And when she is looking how baby is smiling with her face or sleeping or making different, with the faces, she is always astonished. And this kind of astonishment increases her love and increases this exchange of love. This is the essence of every rasa, astonishment.
It reminds me also when we are in love with someone, then somehow we naturally look for in our beloved, we find something to be astonished. Without there is no we are not looking for it, but we find it because of love in the heart. It's just like wow, every now and then, wow moment, wow. Yeah, this is love. The astonishment is felt here, inside, in the eyes of the observer, in the heart of the observer, is astonishment. Yeah. We are very lucky that we are in contact with Radha's line, where this intense love flows to us, and that we are on the way.
So this line which Anandaka is mentioning, it's a parampara actually. All this love, all this bhava, manjari bhava, is coming through this line. And it's very important to be always connected with the mood of our sampradaya. Because all necessary emotions, moods, and everything what is necessary through disciplic succession is coming and becoming infusing in the heart of sadhaka. So close connection, it starts with Gurudev and automatically bring us through all chain of sampradaya, ultimately to Radhika.
Sometimes I was thinking, oh, I have to be closer to Radha to see her better, to feel her better. But then, thanks to Radha's mercy, I saw actually this is my experience. The more, I am servant of Radha, but actually, this servant of Radha, when this servant that is in love with the direct servant, that is in direct service of Radha, when this servant or maid servant describes to me the sweetness of Radha, Radha's sweetness grows. So let's back off another, be servant of the servant of the servant. Sweetness grows. This is interesting in the world of love, how it grows. It seems like I'm further, but I'm closer.
This is the difference between materialistic conception and spiritual conception. In materialistic conception, we want to be always directly close to the object of love or the person of love. But here, like Antakaji so beautifully said, actually, this love is increasing the more we are receiving from others who are also into love with your love.
And taste grows.
And this is Guru Parampara.
Yeah. Sure. Swamini stood behind Raghunath to relish the sweetness of his eager and earnest devotion. She did not show herself in front of him. The Lord enjoys the eagerness of his devotees. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, we find Krishna is astonished when he sees and he witnesses, he sees the devotees' loving transformations. Even Krishna cannot find the limit to their loving ecstasy. What to speak of ordinary living beings? Krishna cannot find the limit. Then living beings definitely cannot find the limit. Where is the height? Where is the highest point?
So this is the reason why he wanted to steal the Radharani's heart, to find this limit. He is always in search for more love, more love, more love. And he understands only Radhika has this valuable gem, jewel, and I have to steal it. And I have to become her disciple. And she has to teach me the love. I want to follow her. I want to be only her disciple. I don't want to be the master, controller, supreme personality of Godhead. I want to be disciple, Shishya. So he actually accepted this mood of Srimati Radharani, accepted also this luster of Srimati Radhika, and became Gora. But at the same time, Gurudeva's last days, he is explaining very often, actually in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is present Krishna, Radha, but also Manjari. Because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he relished, like a Krishna, he wanted to relish Radharani's love and he became Radharani, deep in the core of his heart, and outside is Radhika. But in the same time, he is Manjari. So these three moods are present in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who mercifully gave to us chance to become the Dasi of the Dasi of the Dasi of the Dasi of Radharani. Because Krishna took the shelter and he said, I will dance according to your will. Make me puppet in your hands. I will dance. So at the same time, he took this position of disciple of love. And we sadhakas are listening about his example. It shows some desire also to become Radharani's, that sevaka appear in our hearts. And this is the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that it is possible.
Seems to me like Gaura, now when I hear her speaking, seems to me like Gaura was, it's interesting what Krishna says. Only someone who is 100 times more qualified than me can make me happy. Isn't it interesting? And he says, I cannot find anyone but Radha. I can find only Radha. She is 100 times qualified. And it seems to me like, so there, at least from three angles, Krishna was exploring, experiencing Radha's love. As Krishna, receiving love and care from Radha. As Radha, he became Radha, complete Radha, inside, outside. I am Radha, and feeling myself, what's going on in me. In me, I am Radha. And then also becoming a Manjari, becoming audience of Radha. From the perspective, not from perspective of Krishna, but from the other side. So, wow.
First he became Radhika, and then he wanted to relish Radharani's bhava, how she is relishing him. He became
Manjari. Wow. So, complete experience.
This is very important to really properly understand, and we need the time. I need the time also to digest all this, to relish this, because when I really understand the appearance of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then all doubts will disappear, and goal of my life will be completely clear. I want to become Radha's Dasi, Anudasi, Anudasi, Anudasi. So,
therefore, Swamini increases the ocean of Raghunatha's prema by making him more eager. Sri Raghunatha's heart is very eager to attain the personal service of Sri Radha's lotus feet. By crying in a heart-rending way for Swamini, Raghunatha caused Sri Rupa Goswami's heart to melt. My God. Therefore, Sri Rupa Goswami ended his Dana Keli Kaumudi with the following prayer for Raghunatha's sake. So Rupa prays, O Madhava, my friend Raghunath has given all other activities and is now living in a cottage on the bank of Radhakund, very anxious to exclusively serve you and Sri Radhika. O Madhava, you always cast your merciful glance on those who live in Vrindavan, and you fulfill all their desires. So please, make the tree of Raghunatha's aspirations bear fruit soon.
So this is the close relationship between Guru and his close, very close Shishya who understands his mood. They are very close in their hearts. And also, they know the minds of each other, Manobishta. So this is necessary in this path of Manjari Bhav Sadhana. So this friendship between Rupa Goswami and Raghunath Goswami itself is complete, because this kind of friendship exists on the spiritual platform, on the spiritual level, like Rupa Manjari and Rati Manjari. And then friendship is complete. It's not on the bodily consciousness, but also completely, tightly bound by love between two Manjaris. And Rupa felt the pain for Raghunath, and he wanted to relax him, to make some jokes, to help him to go out from this pain. But how he did it? Not by making foolish jokes. He wrote a pastime, Dana Keli. He wrote the pastimes where the Radha and her girlfriends and Krishna are meeting and exchanging these joking words and so on in Parakya mood. So this is the real friendship, when devotees are helping each other by nourishing the mood of Manjari Bhav in the hearts of each other. This is the exchange of mind and heart.
Now, when you are telling, so I was lucky enough to read this book, and Dana Keli Kaumudi, Dana Keli Chintamani from Raghunath. If you still didn't read this book, please read it. It's so amazing fun. And for Manjaris, is super book, amazing book. Beautiful book, beautiful book.
And here is also interesting that Rupa is praying for Raghunath to Madhava, to Krishna. He is not praying to Radha. He is saying, "Oh Madhava, my friend Raghunath has given up all other activities and so on and so on. Please help him." We should understand this. Why he is addressing Krishna please help him, because he's Abhideya Guru. He's Abhideya Guru, and in many scriptures, he's mostly addressing the first Krishna and then Radha. But if we are not situated in our Manjari Bhava, then very easily we can mix and misunderstand the point, saying, yeah, you see, he is worshipping Krishna. Krishna is the God. Madhava is the God. No.
What is the intention of prayer?
What is the intention of prayer? So this is the reason why Gurudev, I remember, I don't know now, I didn't hear, but before he was talking to devotees, don't read Utkalika Vavari. Now. Not because this is a bad book, but because you will not properly understand. Because in the 70% of these books is just Krishna, 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 Krishna and Radha. Krishna, Krishna and Radha. And you will miss out because you are not situated in your style, and you have background of Krishna before. It will be impossible to take complete chapter on Radhika and her Krishna. So when Rupa is praying here, oh Madhava, my friend, so we should understand from which kind of position he is speaking. He's always taking this Abhideya, and praying that his disciple attains prayojan.
This reminds me, maybe I'm wrong, reminds me of historical situation there. Goswamis come to Vrindavan and there is only Krishna on altar. How to bring Radha there? Everyone for centuries worshipping Krishna, Radha not there. How to bring Radha back to Krishna? Oh Krishna, connect me with my beloved Radha. Slowly, sensitively. Give to the people time and space from the traditional custom to slowly introduce Manjari Bhava. Slowly introduce Radha. First Radha, slowly introduce. Then introduce slowly service, exclusive service of Radharani. Not exclusive service of Radha Krishna, exclusive service of Radha. And then Radha's Krishna.
So when he's saying Go Madhava, then Andakaji, in his heart, he is saying O Radha Madhava. Because he is Rupa Manjari. He's never separate from Radharani. In his heart, he is saying Radha Madhava, but his writing is O Madhava. Outside is going just Madhava.
Yeah, there is a reason.
I don't know what the Gurudev will say about this.
No. In this Vilapa Kusumanjali, Raghunath offers offers lamentations that are like flowers at Srimati's lotus feet, and renders loving devotional service to her. With love-steeped minds, maybe I pronounced with love-steeped minds, maybe like this, and eyes, with love-steeped minds and eyes, the Raganuga devotees should see and relish the picture drawn with bhava of the intense suffering the maidservant goes through day and night when she is separated from her beloved mistress. Once again, I will repeat this. With love-steeped mind and eyes, the Raganuga devotees should see and relish the picture drawn with bhava of intense suffering.
First mind. First mind has to be completely absorbed in this Manjari Bhava. First mind should not be distracted from all other things. First mind should be soaked with Manjari Bhava and these lilas which are in close connection, where Manjaris are very closely are serving Srimati Radhika. So we read this morning or previous morning from Narayan Maharaj one paragraph actually that Narayan Maharaj is speaking about how we should look on the altar. If we are just looking Radha and Krishna without pastimes in our mind and heart, then devotee will end mostly in Vaikuntha and in the best way in Dvaraka. So when we approach to certain deity, we should approach with our own bhava and also meditate on some lila. If we just look at deities like forms from, it means that we are looking at them like dolls, like from the metal, wood, or something, and we are worshipping them. But we should stand before the deities and try to remember lila, which is according to this deities. If there is Radha and Mohan in front of us, we should remember some short lila. Because through this we are developing our bhava and we are offering them our love in the mood of mantra. It was really very interesting to listen, not to stand in front of deities or pictures. Now, empty mind, please give me this, give me that, or whatever. No, with full heart, with bhava, who am I? And also try to meditate on specific lila, which these deities are exchanging. Then, in that moment, they are not a deities. They are just the persons, divine couple, Yugala Kishore, who are exchanging their love. And for the festival of Radha Mohan appearance, Gurudev made some rearrangements in, maybe you noticed, he made some rearrangements on the altar and put that Radhika and Krishna is very obviously are facing to each other. Very obviously. They're facing to each other, they communicate with their eyes and there, and Gurudev suggested to remove these big ones, Rupa and Rati, beside, but they are not. I was thinking it was some reparation or something, but it was not. They were hiding and looking through the leaves like a manjaris. They're cooking, they're preparing, they're making the seva. So it's very nice and sweet change on the altar. And Gurudev said, this is Bhavala Sarati. Everyone is serving this beautiful connection between Radha and Mohan when they are in such a lovely, sweet mood.
And we witness and learn. Sri Radha. How much relish and how many hundreds of different moods are revealed in these lamentations of separation can be learned from Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's lamentations in Gambhira pastimes. In Chaitanya Charitamrita we find Antya Lila. While Mahaprabhu lamented in this way, agitation and ecstasy awoke in his heart, and he could not find any support or hold in his mind. Different ecstasies like eagerness, lamentation, fear, attention, complacency, remembrance met in his heart. It was in the ecstasy of Sri Radha that all these Sanchari Bhavas arose in the heart of the Lord, who is known as Bhava Nidhi, the ocean of transcendental ecstasies.
So all these Sanchari Bhavas which Radharani is always feeling touch the heart of Krishna. He felt it. In the mood of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he felt all these Sanchari Bhavas, which sounds sometimes completely opposite. You know, fear and eagerness suddenly, like waves are coming. It was unknown to Krishna. And he felt, like a Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he felt such a strong waves of Sanchari Bhavas, these transitory, passing emotions. Waves of different emotions. He felt. So in that way he relished how his beloved Radhika loves him. But in the same time, in the mood of Manjari, he was witnessing also how Radhika is giving her Sanchari Bhavas to him for his pleasure to relish. So this is really most mystical avatar and most hidden avatar, like I said. It sounds avatar, but we know who is this. No, this is the beauty actually. Krishna is relishing Sanchari Bhavas of Radharani, and at the same time Manjari is relishing how he is relishing Sanchari Bhavas of her most beloved Swami. And she is so proud of that.
This is also called bhava shabalya, or a clashing of different contradicting emotions.
You see, contradictions gives the pleasure. Contradictions. Sometimes Radhika is lovely, she's smiling, she is so kind, and suddenly she changed the mood. No one knows why, what's happened, especially Krishna doesn't know why. So this kind of changes brings the relishment, increasing the relishment. So this is the way of love, how the love is functioning. And Manjaris are witnessing this. Manjaris are witnessing it, relishing this, and they are in complete ecstasy because of this. Flashing the waves of Sanchari Bhavas from Radhika's heart into Krishna's heart. But he cannot survive these clashings. He is fainting. He is fainting. It's too much for him. These waves are so strong and contradictory that he becomes completely astonished and intoxicated. And Manjaris are witnessing this. And we, sadhakas, now, like a fort inside, we have the chance to relish this relishment of three sides. And this is our sadhana. This is why we are reading, why we are listening, why we are remembering. This is our sadhana. This is the topmost. There is no other sadhana which is better than this.
I remember Ananta Baba also, I guess you remember also, he said that the highest devotees desire to be born here as sadhakas. Sadhana is so, to do sadhana is so sweet. This view, fourth view, is so sweet that the highest devotees wait for the opportunity to do sadhana.
Because this is kripa. They want to relish kripa. Because only through kripa you can be the fourth in this triangle. Relisher. Only with kripa, not with any of other practices, austerities, knowledge, this and that. No, only by the kripa. And I really don't know how I ended here in Vrindavan to listen this beautiful Vilapa, to share, to listen Gurudev. It's amazing. This is astonishing. And we should appreciate this jewel which we receive, because it's completely a haituki, without any reason. We receive. But we should use this opportunity in the proper way. Otherwise, it's the wasting of life and time.
And now when we feel sweetness, we should hold on to sweetness. I remember there was one Leela, Krishna enjoying Radha's contradictory moods. So they were together, and at one point there was this bumblebee. We know this bumblebee story. He was chased out of he was buzzing around Radha. Radha was a little bit like, oh, what's he doing? And then it was chased, and then it was informed. Radha was informed. The bumblebee is gone, and then Radha changed the mood. Krishna is gone, sitting on Krishna's lap. And then Manjaris and Sakis wanted to react immediately. No. Krishna saw that they wanted to react, and then he showed to them, no, stop. Don't tell her. Don't tell her. Let's see. And Krishna was like eyes wide open, heart wide open to see what will happen, what transformation of love will Radha show this time. And then Leela. After some time, Radha again saw Krishna. So yeah, Krishna is enjoying all these transformations of Radha's love. He is eager when he is outside, when he sees it's coming. He's so happy it's coming. Just as a vision of Krishna appeared in Mahaprabhu's mind, the strong eagerness to attain him conquered all the other feelings and took place like a king on the throne of Mahaprabhu's heart.
You see, just as the vision of Krishna appears, to whom?
To Krishna.
No, to Radhika. To Radhika. Vision of Krishna appears to Radhika.
Yeah.
Then he's going just
Strong eagerness
for him appeared
to attain.
him. This is rather smooth. When strong vision of Krishna appears, then eagerness in her heart is just blooming, bursting out.
And covered all other feelings. Only this feeling remains.
My dear Lord.
Yeah. How to attain, serve Krishna, make him happy. His highly developed eagerness conquered all other soldiers of ecstasy, and an uncontrollable desire arose in the kingdom of Gaura's mind. Then he sadly rebuked his own mind. Without Krishna, my poor mind will die within a moment, just like a fish out of water. Krishna's sweetly smiling face, which is like a reviving elixir for the mind and eyes, doubles my thirst for Krishna. O Krishna, treasure of my heart, O lotus-eyed one, O ocean of divine qualities, O Shyama Sundar, O wearer of the yellow dhoti, O hero of the Rasa Lila, where should I go to find you? Tell me, and I will go there. Saying this, Mahaprabhu began to run. Svarupa got up, though and brought the Lord back on his lap. Then Svarupa brought the Lord back to his own place and seated him there.
So we can see here how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is lamenting for Krishna. Words after words, he say, "My Krishna, oh Krishna." But we should understand from which position he is speaking like this. Because I remember when 20 years ago or something like that, when we read this kind of texts, we always put ourselves in position, "Oh my Krishna, where are you? I want to attain love for you." But we didn't understand Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. We didn't understand his inner position, that he is crying in the mood of Radharani for her beloved. And this is the reason why we should understand very clearly and it's very important, this appearance of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Because when we are reading this kind of texts, very easily we can mix the mood or don't understand the mood at all. And sometimes devotees were talking, "Where you see Radha here? Where you see Radha here?" 4 verses Andakaji read, and there is no Radha at all. And you are speaking about Radha. So for that we need deeper understanding from which position, from which bhava Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is speaking, lamenting, crying eagerly. And this is Radharani. And who is writing and describing this? His lamentation, Manjari.
Audience.
Who is witnessing. And we sadhakas now, when we really understand, we can relish it, and then we can properly glorify this pastime of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. With proper understanding and feeling.
And what comes to me also, we can allow this eagerness for our Ishtade to come to us. So we see how Mahaprabhu, Radha is eager for Krishna, and we are encouraged, "Oh yeah, I would like to be this eager for my Radha." This is now comes very nice for me personally, very nice part, because Raghunath Das Goswami is receptacle. He is receiving Mahaprabhu's full grace. Different waves of bhava headed by eagerness are seen to arise in him also. So we see this. Raghunath is Manjari, Mahaprabhu is Radha. It increases eagerness of Manjari Bhava, seeing other devotee eager. In a transcendental vision, Sri Raghunath Das says, "Devi, Tulasi sees how much Srimati's sweetness increases Because Tulasi awoke the remembrance of the Lila Rasa in Radha's heart while putting the musk drop on her chin. And therefore, Radha is called Devi here. Because of increased sweetness. Oh, Devi. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, we find Devi means effulgent and most beautiful girl. And now, Tulasi will draw red lines on Swamini's tip. Sri Radhika sits on a golden seat and extends her matchless bodily luster, which is increased sweetness. Tulasi holds her left hand on Srimati's head, left hand on Srimati's head, like that, and slightly lifts her moon-like face. Tulasi is holding a brush in her right hand and makes red lines on Srimati's white teeth with deep concentration. Tulasi says, your teeth are just like pomegranate seeds that will attract the parrot from Vrindavan. Your teeth's bright effulgence will destroy the darkness of his lonely despair. Seeing the red lines on Srimati's teeth, Tulasi is astonished. Aha! How beautiful your teeth are! They look just like pearls with lines of ruby on them. They will act just to increase the greed of the parrot from Vrindavan.
Why parrot? White.
Pomegranate seeds.
White. And these reddish, like rubies, actually emanate Radharani's full passion on her pearl-like teeth. But when will be visible, these teeth will be visible in the dark night when she smiles. When she gives mercy to Krishna in the form of smile, then these white pearls of her teeth with reddish passion of Srimati Radhika will be so much attractive for him that he cannot resist, but like a parrot, attack with his lips.
Yeah. So these are still tools. So Tulsi is with Radha, and still Tulsi is talking to Radha. These are Tulsi's words. So till Tulsi continues. If he can enjoy this, then all my endeavors are successful. And Swamini is hearing Tulsi's words, and she remembers Shyam.
We can see the meaning of seva. To remember Radhika on Lila. So in the same time, when we sadhakas are looking in the picture, when we are looking on the altar, we should also remember Lila. Because then this is the exchange of loving relationship. It's not religion. I'm standing in the church or in the temple and I'm looking at the altar and then bye-bye. No, it's exchange of pastime, exchange of giving and receiving.
So when Swami hears Tulsi's words, she imagines that Shyama is sitting at her feet, praying to her in great humility and with tear-filled eyes. So Shyam says, this is from Gita Govinda, if you say even the slightest thing, the moonlight of your beautiful teeth will take away the dense darkness. The nectar of your lips that emanates from your moon-like face pleases my chakora bird-like eyes. Oh, my beloved, oh girl with a beautiful nature, please give up your causeless beak. My mind burns in the fire of lust. Please give me the honey drink from your lotus-like face.
So this is one quality of Krishna in Vrindavan. He is a beggar. He is a beggar. And when he approaches Radharani, he is begging. And in that way he is sweet, because he is beggar of love. He is the beggar of her smile. He is the beggar of her embraces, words. He is the beggar. This is the most sweet position in Vrindavan, to be a beggar. And this is his Madhurya quality. Dana. Beggar of love.
And Buddha said, this begging makes him supreme.
Yes.
So Tulsi prattling. She is lovingly telling, like addressing Radha. So this Tulsi's prattling crystallizes Shyama before Swami. How many pastimes can Tulsi awaken within Swamini's memory?
And if we listen very carefully, how many pastimes can Raghunath or Tulsi crystallize in our sadhaka's mind and heart? If we really go deeper in the process of listening with full heart, he has enough power to crystallize these Radharani's feelings, these pastimes in the heart of sadhakas. What to speak about sadhaka? He is crystallizing these lilas in the heart and mind of Radhika. when he is speaking, when he is prattling, or Tulsi prattling,
Mm.
and we are listening, then crystallization is coming in our heart of this possibility.
Mm. So now when Swamini remembers Shyam, it is as if Swamini is the empress of the town of Krishna's play and worship. Empress means here, it seems like high on emotions, like I am on clouds. I am so high on emotion, I feel you. That's why Tulasi calls her Devi. Tulasi draws red lines on Swami's teeth and is astonished by Swami's teeth. Aha! How beautiful are your teeth! They look just like pearls with lines of ruby on them. All these endeavors are made to increase the greed of the Krishna parrot. When he can relish this all, when he can relish this, all my endeavors have become worthwhile. The beauty of this peerless service must be learned from the Goswamis. It is the service of Mahabharata and must be understood through Mahabharata. What do you say about this? This is the service of Mahabharata and must be understood through Mahabharata.
Only someone who receives complete mercy from embodiment of Mahabhava, Mahabhava Swarupini Radha Thakur, who receive this kind of mercy, he is becoming Mahabhava in the bud form, like a manjari. And only someone who is completely immersed in Mahabhava, like a maidservant, can serve the Swamini or mistress of Mahabhava. Someone who has same quality manifested from Radharani in the heart of Manjari. Other devotees, they cannot do it. They are very nice devotees. They have pure love,
but not compatible.
This is why it's an exclusive position, because Mahabhava from Radharani's heart came complete manifest in the heart of her maidservants. And from the heart of her maidservants is penetrating in the other hearts of devotees. So this devotional service, this position of Manjari, is transforming from heart to heart, not from book to book, from knowledge to knowledge, but from heart to heart. And only Mahabhava can serve Mahabhava. But in which position? I
also feel here this word must. It's like very hard word, but actually it's amazing truth and amazing straight suggestion. My dear ones, there is what you want is there. Go there, must go there. It's not hard must. It's sweet, loving must. It's not rules and regulations. It's sweet and loving. Guys, there are Goswamis. Go there. It's a shortcut. Must go there. My God. Where are the insignificant living entities? And where is that Mahabhava? The essence of love of God? But now, in this particular age of Kali, the afflicted souls have become so fortunate to enter into this kingdom of Mahabhava, which is otherwise difficult to access. And why? Because of special mercy of Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Being empowered by Mahaprabhu, the Goswamis have revealed this kingdom. And the only way to get the great fortune of relishing Swamini's devotional service is to follow the footsteps of Goswamis. Rasa can only be understood through personal experience. I have to be there. And it can only be attained by the mercy of the Rasika devotees.
So this is the proof. From the heart of Rasik devotees, all this necessary pure emotions in the mood of Manjari Bhava are penetrating in the heart of Sadhaka. And this is the only way, like Ananda Kaji explained, and Baba, how we can receive this exclusive Bhava. And there is no other way. But from the heart of someone who already has it. We cannot deserve, we cannot earn, we cannot do anything, we cannot blackmail someone. It's really, it has to come from the heart. But which heart? Who is ready to accept this mood, who is eager for only that mood. This heart is ready to receive Manjari Bhava from the heart of someone who is already in that position. So our only endeavor is to open our heart in one direction and beg for the mercy, cry for the mercy.
The desired Vilapa talks about Radha and Krishna's pastimes. Cannot be done with others than with Rasika devotees. juicy. Juicy. Even the Lord himself is very greedy to taste these topics with the Rasika devotees. Mahaprabhu, devotee, told Sri Ramananda Raya, you and I will stay together at Puri and blissfully spend the time speaking about Krishna.
Who is talking? Radhika and Vishaka. That's why we will talk about Krishna. I know who you are.
Svarupa to Svarupa. Radha to Vishaka.
To Vishaka. Close girlfriends.
Yeah.
That's why we will talk about Krishna. Not like ordinary devotees who are talking and they don't know what they are talking. No. You and me, we will talk about Krishna. But inside, we know who we are. So in that mood, all kata has to be in the mood. It's not just books written like improvisations. No, everything, Baba is inside of everything.
Radha to Vishaka. The acharyas are extraordinary knowers of rasa. And by associating with their words, one associates with them directly. It's not just sound. It's persons. The acharyas are extraordinary knowers of rasa, and by associating with their words, one associates with acharyas directly.
This is why we should always read Vilapa Kusumanjali if we want to become Radharani's maidservant.
Relishing their words in the company of like-minded, saintly Rasika devotees is both the means and the goal.
Yeah.
In Bhagavad Gita, the Lord says for the yogis, there is a message for the yogis. The yogi always remains within himself in a lonely place. He is controlling his senses and his mind, and he is free from desires and not talking anything, not taking anything for himself. In the Sankhya Darshana, there is a verse saying, when you live with many people together, anger and conflicts will arise, and the resultant quarrel will ruin your yoga practice. Just as the maiden's bangles will always jingle as long as she moves her hands, and as long as she wears even more than one bangle on each wrist. So this for yogis. And now, but
Yeah, because the yogis, they need peace, shanti, silence, loneliness,
renunciation, yeah, going to
But
all
they are not
place.
interesting for bhakti.
Mm.
So bhakti is not for the yogis. For someone who has this yogi conception of peace, everything is nice, it must be calm, Om Shanti, Shanti.
Mm.
No, bhakti is not meant for this kind of people. Prabhupada is mentioning, bhakti is not for the yogis, karmis, and gyanis.
But when the Lord discusses the devotional practice of the devotees, he says, Machitama, my devotees have given their minds and their hearts to me. They speak about me with each other and always enlighten each other. This keeps them very happy, very satisfied. This keeps them very happy and satisfied.
And this is their mauna. Their talking is their mauna because it's focused on one subject.
Mhm.
And they are real yogis because they are connected in yoga. They are connected with their beloved. And they exchange love between each other, relishing the sweet pastimes of Radhika. And they are not speaking anything else.
Mm.
Even if they are talking about other subjects, in their hearts is always Radharani.
Mm.
There we have to do something, we have to speak about electricity, water, building now. But why we are doing it? Because we have one in the heart, Radhika. And all other things, like Gurudev says, are zeros.
Mm.
So this is the mauna, silence of devotees. When they are sharing beautiful katha about sweet pastimes between Radha and Gopi. This is the best silence.
Mm. This is amazing, actually, amazing gift of Radha. That step by step, by Radha's mercy, we can whatever is going on with our body or mind or something, we can feel Radha. I feel my Radha.
And this is why I want to speak about her.
This is amazing.
I don't want to be silent. Sorry.
This is amazing gift. Radha is so merciful. To feel this connection always. Then we are not lost. I am not lost. I am found. Tulasi is the embodiment of deep love and affection. And she is immersed in the flavors of the devotional service of Maha Bhavamayi Radhika. Tulasi is the embodiment of deep love and affection. Her name is Radha. And she is immersed in flavors of the devotional service of Maha Bhavamayi Radha, immersed in flavors, immersed in sweetness of devotional service.
And only such kind of person can serve Mahabharata.
Hmm.
Only such kind of person can serve Mahabharata. No one else. So intimate.
Suddenly. Yeah. Suddenly the vision vanishes. And then Raghunath anxiously prays. Oh goddess, your teeth defeat even the big Gaja Mukta pearls in beauty. When will I ornament them with red colored lines that make them look like pearls surrounded by strings of ruby? When will I ornament them with red colored lines that make them look like pearls surrounded by strings of ruby? Vira. Yeah. This was the Haripat Shila, this last. He's actually like quoting, "Oh Devi goddess, when will I decorate your teeth with reddish lines, making them look just like pearls with lines of ruby on them?"
So it was the verse of Raghunath.
This is Raghunath, the Haripat Shila is just
Same realization.
Yeah.
Because he is following the footsteps. He is not writing his own imagination. He is following the footsteps of Raghunath, and he is receiving because he's so nice follower in the same mood. He is receiving Raghunath's realization, and he is writing this realization, which when we are reading are almost same like a Raghunath. So this is the proof that Raghunath has visions, and by the mercy of Raghunath, Haripat Shila also received that mercy. And he is writing poems because he cannot resist. I have to write. I have to express my feelings, but in the mood of Raghunath. This is the poetry.
Yeah. And he is not doing it because he must, but because it's irresistibly sweet. He cannot resist this sweetness and write down something. It's too sweet. It's so sweet. I have to write it down.
It's bursting out from his heart. He wants to hide, but the nature of this kind of realizations are always, at least in the hints, they are coming out.
It's flooding out, overflowing the heart. Sriraj. Okay. Last words.
Radha, if you want to say something,
yeah.
Notice will be very pleased. Otherwise, we can stop. Someone wants to share something? Please be so kind and merciful. Don't hesitate.
What to share after what you have just said? So beautiful. You bring us in the complete flow and make sure that our goal is fixed, that we know how to do the smarana. Like what, even if we meditate try to, when you say, when we look at and take darshan and look at Radha Mohan, even how to look at them is so important. And without this great mercy of, like you said, you are there in Vrindavan, but for all of us who are not in Vrindavan, daily Zoom class, direct connection with Vrindavan will always remind us how to do anything in our life, you know. So I just want to say I'm so grateful and thank you for sharing so beautiful words and your meditation. And now I can cook in the right mood, you know.
Just, thank you very much. Yes, you can continue your seva. Radha, thank you very much. Hoping that you will be much better.
Radhe Radhe.
Oh, Danilji. Radha,
Radhe Radhe. I just want to express my gratefulness for this Hatha. It was really, thank you for our daily bread you give us today. Daily bread of bhava, of feelings. So I was enjoying so much. I feel so much satisfaction in my heart by hearing, and I pick up so much flower today from your garden of Radha Katha, and I put them deeply in my heart. It's really amazing. It was very astonishing and amazing. Thank you so much. So much.
Radhe, Radhe.
Radhe Radhe.
You know, we should try our best because we are under their feet now, and we know that they are listening us. So it's not easy task. So we should be very bando muni savadan, very, very careful what we are talking, what we are doing. Now, there is no excuse and no escape under their feet. Yeah. Okay. If there is no one.
But don't stop. Don't stop. Please continue if you can. Don't leave us.
Yeah. In the heart, in the heart. In the heart. We are together in the heart. Now we should practice, you know. Bhava in the heart.
Yeah, we spoke enough.
Yes.
Now we should practice.
We should practice. Radhe Radhe.